All right, Louis Vanaria. And let's give him a late night welcome. Bring him on in here. Come on, Lou.
Sit down. You don't have to stand up for me. Thank you very much. Sit.
What's up, buddy? How you doing, all right?
Johnny P.
Have a seat.
Long time no see. Hi, Alicia.
All
Good to
right.
see you. I gotta plug this.
Ring the bell.
Can I do that?
Go ahead.
Can I ring it once?
I took this from the guy in the bakery when he goes, bread, please.
I like it. Can I do it?
Yeah.
I like it. Okay.
Is that before or after you took the desk?
Yeah, that's after.
Well,
Now
let's
listen,
talk
Lou.
about the desk.
Lou, you've been doing a lot of stuff since the last time you were here. Last time Lou was here was April 2011.
Really?
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I
You
know.
should have been here a couple of more times.
All right, well, Lou, you got a new CD out. For what it's worth.
For what it's worth.
How much is it worth? 99 cents?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's 99 cents. Actually, I made a joke that we only sold 4 copies. It actually sold a couple of copies.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we got the name because we were sitting in, the label started in Niagara Falls. It's called Tangerine. And we were throwing around names for the album. Someone said a name. We said, that's good for what it's worth. And that's how the name came out. But yeah, that's what, it's worth $10.
Now, what's the style of music that's on here?
It's like pop jazz, I would say. Not so much, well, kind of like the ballad I did is more like the style.
Some good stuff there.
Yeah, well, the other song was a novelty song, but that's on the album too. It's done. It's a bonus track. It's a live version of it. We should have filmed it here live.
That would have been big.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Well, listen, I gotta compliment you on your band. You got a bunch of seasoned players.
Can I say the names of the band?
Yeah, of course you could.
Tony T. Trainer on drums, Frank Pisani on piano, and Keith Gerlin on the sax.
All professional players.
Yeah. I'll tell you about Tony T. was actually the original drummer for Jersey Boys on Broadway.
Wow.
Yeah, and now we use him every time we get him, but sometimes we can't get him. He's so busy, you know.
Great drummer.
Great band. He puts it all together. It's great. And of course, Frank Pisani is our musical director all the time. So I know you got a list of questions. Let me tell you the prerequisite for doing this show. Johnny calls you, he asks you to go on. Then he calls again the same day and asks you to come on. And you said, I said yes before, a couple hours ago. Then he calls a third time and says, this is what I want you to talk about, this is what I want you to do. Then he even talked to me about what I was going to wear. He said, I want you to wear a fedora. And I just got a hair transplant, so it cost me $7,000. I said, you want me to cover my hair with a fedora? So he calls you about 99 times, you know, and then he asks you to send a couple of questions that he wants you to ask.
Yes.
But I think it's not spontaneous. So forget the questions. Ask me something that's really, ask me something spontaneous that I could just answer without thinking about, something people would want to know. Forget the questions.
You put me on the spot now, Ken.
I'll ask him, so who are you dating lately?
Let's stick to the questions. I sent you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know back to your acting career. You just did a film called Friends and Romans, I believe?
Friends and Romans, it's called, with Michael Rispoli and Annabella Sciorra.
From The Sopranos, right?
Annabella is from a lot of stuff.
Wasn't she one of Tony Soprano's Gulmaz? Was that her or no?
Was she?
Right?
I don't watch The Sopranos because I'm 0 for 5. I've auditioned for it 5 times, and 5 times I didn't get the part, so I don't watch it. But I think she was in that. She was also, I mean, I know her from Jungle Fever.
Okay, that's her.
And yeah, Jungle Fever, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. She's been around a long time. She's great too.
Who else?
Mike Rispoli. It was in Rum Diaries. He was in Rounders. I forgot who he played. Graham in Rounders.
Rounders is a great movie.
He's done a lot of work. Paul Ben Victor was in it also, who's on Mob Story now, or
Mob City?
Mob City.
Okay.
Tony Sirico is in it.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone knows who Tony Sirico is.
Holy Walnuts.
Tony Darrow is in it.
Oh, yeah, Tony Darrow.
Who else is in it? Anthony Sandow, who nobody knows, but he really steals the movie, actually. And it's about 5 guys who never got a part in a movie. Well, we have parts, but we're like walk-ons, like in the background and stuff like that. But we consider ourselves actors, even though we never get a line.
There's a lot of guys like that we know.
Exactly. So it wasn't a stretch for me, because so Mike Rispoli gets a line, so he becomes like our leader, and he decides to prove ourselves as true actors. We decide to do Julius Caesar on stage, and you don't know if we're going to pull it off or it's going to be a disaster. But there's all the inner stories to it. But that's pretty much the movie in a nutshell.
Sounds interesting. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's very, very funny.
Then you have another one, so an upcoming film also?
I go to Rhode Island next weekend for a movie called Gone for Now, and that's a real drama. It's about a child. It's about this middle-aged guy. His son has a child, and he brings the child up for like 3-4 years. And then the son resents the fact that his father has a more of a bond with his son than he has. So he decides to take the son back. And you find out that grandparents, and a lot of grandparents are bringing up children now because kids have kids at 16, 17 years old. So the grandparents bring up the kids. And then when the kids get old enough to take care of the baby, the grandparents have no rights to those kids, even though that they brought them up for 5, 6, 7 years, and they have a bond with them. Grandparents have no rights. So the movie is called Gone for Now, and that's what it's about. But these foundations for grandparents are funding the film because they want to have rights to their grandchildren, and I think it's a strong point. I play the kid who has the child.
All right.
Nasty kid, you hate me. I live, though, as I usually get killed.
Yeah.
But I live in this one. And I live in Friends and Romans, too. I'm starting to live more.
I want to ask you a little bit about Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn.
I don't want to talk about that.
We could talk about it fast. You were a co-star in it with a bunch of your friends. Good movie. What was your...
I got killed in that.
what was your rating in that for that movie?
Oh, well, it's another Willie DeMaio movie, and he does great films.
William was on the show, as of the producer, Paul Borghese.
Paul Borghese
Your friend,
directed. No, Paul Borghese directed that. What's the name of that movie?
Once Upon a Time
Once Upon a Time in Brooklyn. I was in it. I should know the name of it.
It was originally called Goat. That's probably why you got a little confused.
Yeah, well,
I think it was called Horse before that, too, right?
I don't know. Why was it called? I thought it was Goat.
Originally Goat, but they changed it.
They changed the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, I didn't see it.
Get out of here.
I didn't see it. To be honest, that's why I can't talk about it. But I know I died in it. I mean, I read the script, but I don't like watching myself.
Now listen, what are your plans for the future? What you got anything, besides this new movie?
Well, we're doing a tour.
Yeah.
For the album. First in Canada, then we're gonna come to New York.
We'll come back to the show anytime. Everybody, Louis Vanaria.
Johnny P.
Have a seat. Stay with us.
Can you really help me with that?
Yes.
All right.